Israel Shalom, it's your brother Joshua. Israel Shalom, it's your brother Joshua. Shalom, it's your brother Joshua here. Israel Shalom, it's your brother Joshua here with examples of the light. It's your brother Joshua here with examples of the light with another quick breakdown. Israel Shalom, it's your brother Joshua here with examples of the light with another quick breakdown. First and foremost, we got to give all praises to Yahweh, Hashem Yahushua. That's giving all praise to the Heavenly Father in the name of His only begotten Son, who the world calls Jesus. Secondly, give double honors to the elders who have been pushing this truth with sincerity. Last but not least, going to give another strong shalom to our brothers and sisters out there who are allowing their light to shine, that others might see their good works and glorify the Father, which is in heaven. Like I said, Israel, your brother Joshua here. We got a beautiful topic. The topic of the day is this, Israel. And I can't wait to the Sabbath to bring this out. And to bring it out early, man. Should we feel sad for what's going on in Israel right now? We should send prayers up, right? No, we shouldn't feel sad. We shouldn't. Not at all. Not even a little bit. Women and children are getting murdered and kidnapped. I know a lot of people gonna be like, Josh, how dare you? No. Listen first. Just listen first. Before you say something that you don't even understand, just listen first. First and foremost, those people, if they are God's chosen people, why God is not protecting them right now? If those people are God's chosen people, why God don't have the angels out there protecting them? Because they're not. We're God's chosen people. They stole our identity. They stole our land. And they got everybody fooled thinking that they're the children of God when they're not. They're the children of Satan. And it is what it is. We got to keep it 100. I know a lot of people going to be like, Josh, how dare you? You don't understand. But when we go through the scriptures, you can understand clearly today. You can understand. But nobody talks about it. I heard this reporter talking about this is worse than 9/11, Pearl Harbor. What about the siege of Jerusalem in 70 AD? If they the so-called children of Israel, why they not talking about that? Why they ain't bringing that up? When Titus Vespasian came over and took over and stole everything and we went into captivity and destroyed our temple and all. Why they ain't talking about that? Because they're not God's chosen people. You see what I'm saying? But you guys want to feel bad for that. God says what goes around comes back around. And I'm going to show you in the Bible that they did the same thing to us that's going on to them right now. And I'm going to prove all things like I always do. And if I'm wrong, you prove me wrong. If I'm wrong for saying, hey, nobody cares, prove me wrong. Nobody talk about when we went on slave ships. Nobody feel bad about that. And we still discontinue our heritage to this day. Nobody talk about that. What, brother, you always talking about slave ships because that's serious. That's serious. They want to take that out to schools. Why they want to take that out to schools? That's the question you ask. They want you to forget your history, but they want you to remember theirs. Hey, we give the Lord a round of applause. All praise to Yahweh by Shem Yahushua for what He's doing. All praises, man. And I'm going to show you something, man. This is what we pray for. This is what we ask for. This is what we want the Lord to do. And He's going to continue to do it, man. So we're going to start off like we do all of our topics. 1 Peter 4:11. Before you get angry, just listen, Israel. Just listen. Because you are the chosen people of Israel. You're God's chosen people. You just forgot who you were. But Lord's will, He'll open up your mind because we are living in the last days, as you could tell. Pay attention to what's going on. Hey, let's give the Lord a round of applause again. Some good stuff going on, man. The Bible say these people, our forefathers, wish they could see the things that we see. Matthew 13 and verse 16. This is something beautiful, man. This is something that you get to see that everybody can't see, and you seeing it unfold in front of you. Lord's will, the heat God keep turning the heat up, man. That's 1 Peter 4:11. If any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of God. If any man minister, let him do it as the ability which God giveth. That God giveth, that God in all things will be glorified through Jesus Christ, do we praise and dominion forever and ever. Amen. So we always going to speak, thus says the Lord, because we don't know nothing. So we're going to show you, Israel, we're going to show you that these people are getting what they deserve. How can you say that, Josh? Little kids and women are dying. Men are being blown to smithereens. Hey. Mm, mm, mm. Hey, sorry, I don't have no emotions when it comes to that. I have emotions when I see my people go off because those people run everything in the world. They control the media. They control the music industry. They control the television programming. You know what I'm saying? They push everything they want to push, and who they push on? Our people. But you want me to feel bad for that? No, I feel bad when women glorify getting abortions. I feel bad when I see that. I feel bad when I see men hating their own children and the women they get pregnant and killing their own brother, selling drugs to their brother, shooting their brother, making posts. I'm gonna run up on you, gun you down. That day, I get sad when I see that. But you want me to get sad because what's going on in Israel right now? Because those people are defiled the land. Those people are liars, thieves. And I'm going to prove all this according to the Bible. I'm not just calling my own. Hey, I'm going to prove everything. I don't feel bad for it. This is the book of Galatians. I don't feel bad. And I'm not going to feel bad. I'm not. It is what it is, Israel. All praise to Yahweh Shem Yahshua. This is Galatians chapter 6 and verse 7. It says, be not deceived. What the Lord say? Be not deceived. God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. The Bible say, be not deceived, because guess what? You reap what you sow. The Bible say you reap what you sow, Israel. And you know, we say that all the time. What goes around comes back around, bro. Be careful what you do out there. Everything's in the Bible, man. It's according to the Bible. Let's get another one. Let's go to the book of Proverbs. Let's go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 22. I think it's Proverbs 22. Lord's will. We'll get it. Proverbs 22 and verse 8. He that soweth iniquity shall reap vanity, and the rod of his anger shall fail. So guess what? You sow what you reap, man. You gonna reap what you sow. What goes around comes around. The Lord even tell you that in the book of, what is that? Second Esdras, chapter 5. He likened his judgment as a circle. Let me see if I get that. This is Second Esdras, chapter 5. Where is it at? Bear with me, Israel. I think it's Second Esdras 5. Where is that? Bear with me for a second so I can try to find this thing. It says he likened his judgment as a circle. I think that's in Second Esdras 5, Israel. Bear with me. Bear with me. I'm about to find it. Bear with me. Yeah, Second Esdras 5. And it's at verse 42. I'm going off. Second Esdras 5 and 42. It says, and he said unto me, I will liken my judgment unto a ring. Like as there is no slackness of the last, even so there is no swiftness of the first. So what goes around comes around, Israel. And those people are getting what they deserve. They got to get what they deserve. And that's only beautiful when you think about it, man. And you say, Joshua, why you feel like that? What did they do to us? What did they do to us? Think about it. What did they do to us? Let's go to the book of Micah. Let's go to the book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 1. This is Micah 2 and 1. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hands. Now the question is, how you know who that's talking? Well, brother, that's talking about anybody. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's talking about the people that have power over this world. And we know who have power over this world. The powers that be. Those people that control everything. And it sure ain't me. Show ain't you, it's them. And you know who them is, man. We ain't even gotta play this game, man, like guess and clue. We ain't gotta figure it out, man. The Bible tells you in the book of Job 9 and 24, the earth is given to the hands of wicked, to the hands of the wicked, and he covered the face of the judges thereof. If not, who is he? Roughly paraphrasing. Let me grab it right quick. This is Job 9 and 24. It says, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So we know the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. And who is the wicked? Who? Who? We know who the wicked is, and you know who the wicked is. The one that runs the whole program, the one who says everything that you guys follow. We know who it is. I'm going to give you a precept right quick. Let's go to the book of, it's going to make sense at the end. Lord's will, if your ears are open and your eyes open, you're going to see it. This is the book of Malachi 1 and verse 1. The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? So we like, God, how you love us? And look what he says. Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Now this is the point. Whereas Edom say, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall be called the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord have been a nation forever. So the border of wickedness is something that begins and ends. And he called Esau the border of wickedness. We're just going to rest on that for a second. We'll go back to it. Let's go back to Micah, so you can understand more. So Micah, so why you ain't feeling bad? Because I'm going to explain. You know, Jake like to tell a story when he breaking the Bible down so you guys can understand. We don't care what they got going on. All praise to the Most High. We hope he turn the heat up some more. We hoping that. We praying for that. That's one of our prayers, Sirach 36, man. We pray that thing, man. That's a beautiful prayer. You better pray it too. Back to Micah 2 and 1. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. So they think about it. Like, how can we deceive the people? All right, I got one. Let's get this female rapper to make Eve say and do all the crazy things that she don't supposed to do. That'll play down the man. Let the man be worth crowd. Let's make the CD so these Jakes out here can start killing each other. I got this movie that's coming out. It's going to be called The Book of, what is that? Clarence? Something stupid. Yeah, so we can show people all that. This is folly, man. It's not in our hands. We can't control that, man. So we know who it is. When the morning is light, they practice it. So when it comes morning, they thought about the whole night. They practice it. They put it to the world. They say, here we go. Boom, let's do it. It says, because it is in the power of their hands. They run the world. You know who they are. Verse 2. And they covet fields. They steal fields and take them by violence. And houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. So last time I checked, didn't they take our houses and our heritage away from us? Didn't the Lord say we'll be discontinued from our heritage in Jeremiah chapter 17 and 4? We don't even know who we are. People like to say, oh, those are God's chosen people. No, we're God's chosen people. You keep on giving the so-called powers that be too much credit. They're the devils that the Bible speak of. And we're going to show you that according to the Bible. We're not making this up. We're reading thus says the Lord. And we're showing you through the scriptures, man. Through the scriptures, man. Through the scriptures. So they steal a man in his heritage. Let's see what heritage is. Let's see, because I could have sworn we had a heritage. Let's go to the book. An apocrypha, Israel. You better have yourself an apocrypha. We done talked about this thing millions of times. This is the book of Sirach and your apocrypha, Ecclesiasticus. Now, I love my people. That's why I'm doing these videos. So you guys like, what's going on? Well, we better be watching too and paying attention, getting ourselves together, because all praise to Yahweh by Shemal Shah. Tonight at sundown is the Day of Atonement for us. We're getting ourselves together. And this is a beautiful time, especially see your enemies fall. They're your enemies. Yeah, they are enemies. I'm going to show you that in the Bible. Everything's in the Bible, Israel. So beautiful. This is Sirach chapter 23 and verse 20. Sirach 24 and 23. All these things are the book of the covenant of the Most High God, even the law which Moses commanded for a heritage unto the congregation of Jacob. As a what? Heritage to the congregation of Jacob. So our heritage is keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. So what they going over there talking about, oh my God, this is the worst thing ever. We are in the middle, or we just got finished celebrating Yom Kippur, Day of Atonement. That's what they doing. That's what they were doing, and they got interrupted. All praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Because what you doing trying to keep our feast days, that's not for you. That is not for you. But all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, how he did that. So they oppress a man in his heritage. So they stole our identity. They are what you consider counterfeits, man. Yeah, what is counterfeit? Something fake. I'm gonna show you that too. Lord's will, we'll get there. So let's go to the book of man. Let's go to it right now, man. Let's go to the book of Wisdom of Solomon. We're gonna deal with it in our Apocrypha, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, I believe. And we're gonna start at I'm gonna start at 1, and then I'm gonna jump to show you who it's talking about. It says, for the ungodly said, reasoning with themselves, but not aright. Our life is short and tedious, and in death of a man there is no remedy. Neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave. For we are born at all adventure, and we shall be hereafter as though we have never been. For the breath in our nostril is as smoke, and a little spark in moving of our heart. So these people, the wicked, let's jump down. I'm going to show you the point I want to get to. Jump to verse 5. For our time is a very shadow that passeth away, and after our end there is no returning, for it is fast sealed, so that no man cometh again. Come on, therefore, let us enjoy the good things that are present, and let us speedily use the creature like as in youth. Let us fill ourselves with costly wine and ointment, and let no flowers of the spring pass by us. Let us crown ourselves with rosebuds before they be withered. Let none of us go without his parts of our bumptuous. Let us leave, what is that? Let us leave tokens of our joyfulness in every place, for this is our portion and our lot in this life. So this is what they're saying. They're saying, hey, we're going to live our best life right now. Who cares about keeping God's commandments? Who cares about doing anything? That YOLO spirit. You only live once. That's what the wicked said. That's what the unrighteous said. The ungodly said. And who's the ungodly? The powers that be. Let's get to the point I want to. I'm going to keep reading. We at verse 10. Let's jump. Verse 10. Let us oppress the poor. Who oppressed the poor? Who? The powers that be. They always been oppressing us. It says, let us oppress the poor, righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age. Let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth. It says, therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn. They say that they want to lie in wait for the righteous. They want to kill us. They don't like us. That's what they want to cut us down so they can steal our heritage. It said, where we at? He is not for our turn, and he is clean, contrary to our doing. He upbraideth us with our offending the law, and object to our infaming. the transgressions of our education. He professed to have known the knowledge of God, and he called himself the child of the Lord. Don't we confess that we know the knowledge of God? Don't we confess that we know these laws, statutes, commandments to teach our people? We tell people that, and people don't like that. People are angry with that because they see us teaching our people. They hate that. And who hated the most? The powers that be. Those people over there that's feeling it. They hate it because once we get our mind right, we're out of here. And they're out of here as well. Here's the point. He was made to reprove our thoughts. We were made to reprove everybody's thoughts. That's what God created the Israelites, man. We are supposed to have dominion over everybody. And everybody's supposed to be subjected unto us. And we're supposed to teach everybody the ways of the Lord. That's in the future. Lord's will. We make it there. It says, he is grievous unto us to behold, for his life is not like other men. His ways are of another fashion, and our ways are of another fashion, which we will get. We're going to get that in the book of Esther real soon, Israel. People don't like that because we are not like them. People get mad that we keep the Sabbath day, Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. They hate that. They're like, who you think you is? The Sabbath done away with, brother. That's not, they mad because we don't eat pork, crab, shrimp, lobster. Nothing unclean. They don't like that. They hate that we ain't spending money on these dang days they tell us to spend money on. Mother's Day, Father's Day. They get mad at that. They get mad at that. So our ways are contrary. It says, we are esteemed of him as counterfeits. You see that? They are counterfeits. These people are counterfeits. You can't make this stuff up, man. They're not real. It says, he abstained from our ways as from filthiness. He pronounced the end of the just to be blessed and maketh his boast that God is his father. And that's what we do because we know that God is our father. We know that we're the children of God. We know that we're the Israelites. We know that they are the devil that the Bible speaks of. Let's prove that. Let's go to Revelations chapter 2 and verse 9. It says, I know thy works and tribulations and poverty. So last time I checked, the so-called Jewish man over there, they rich. They're the richest people on earth. So how God saying, I know thy works and thy tribulation and poverty? They ain't going through nothing. It says, but thou art rich. Who is it talking about? It's talking about us. Because we are in poverty. We have tribulations. But we are rich because we get the kingdom of God. It says, and I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. What God say they are? They are the synagogue of Satan. They are of the synagogue of Satan. You can't make this up, Israel. You can't make this up. Don't get mad at us for what the Bible says. They're counterfeits. They're fake. What Jewish means. What Israeli means. Come on, man. They're not the real chosen people of God. We are. But our people don't want to hear that. They want to say, those guys, we throw prayers up for those people. Nah, we ain't. We throwing prayers up to the Lord to destroy over there, man. That's what we're looking for, Israel. That's what we're looking for. And it is what it is. I know people don't like to hear that, man. But it is what it is. They stole our land. They take everything that we have. I'm just reading the Bible, man. Let's go to the book of Ezekiel. I'm going to show you, man. And all I'm doing is reading the Bible. I'm not giving you my own vain opinion. I'm just reading the Bible. Told you I'm building a story first. This is Ezekiel 35 in verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual. No. I want to go to Ezekiel 36. And I'm going to start at 5. It says, therefore saith the Lord God, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen and against all Idumea, which is Edom. That's what it is in Greek. Idumea means Edom. Which have appointed my land into their possession, the joy of all their heart, with despiteful minds to cast it out for prey. So you appointed God's land for your possession. And you ain't nothing but doing God knows what over there. Don't you know they got kosher cigarettes over there? Kosher cigarettes. Don't God say defile not your temple? If you the so-called Jews, why you smoking kosher cigarettes on the Passover? I'm not making this stuff up. Google it. They got kosher pig too as well that they serve at the Passover now. They defile the whole land, man. And they call themselves the children of God. They call themselves the children of God. Let's go to the book of Zechariah. Let's get the classic, man. This is the classic, man. This is Zechariah. Zechariah chapter 9 and verse 6. And a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod, and I will cut off the pride of the Philistines, which is the Palestinians. So who is the bastard? It's talking about the so-called people that's over there now, dwelling in our land, Jerusalem. That's our land, Israel. But they are over there defiling it. I'm going to show you that they defiling it. See, you guys think I'm just making stuff up, but they are defiling our land. They are doing God. Yeah, I'm going to show you what they're doing, man. Let's go back to Ezekiel. I'm going to show you what they're doing because you think I'm making all this stuff up, but they are defiling it. They don't care what they do there, man. This is the book of Ezekiel. And this is what happens when you do stuff like that. I'll start at Ezekiel 7 and verse 20. And it says, as for the beauty of his ornament, he set in the majesty, but they made the image of their abominations and of their detestable things therein. Therefore have I set it far from them. And I will give it into the hands of the strangers for a prey, and to the wicked. Who is the wicked? We already talked about who the wicked is. Of the earth for a spoil, and they shall pollute it. What are they going to pollute? Our land, which they're doing now. My face will I turn also from them, and they shall pollute my secret place. For the robber shall enter into it and defile it. They are robbers. That's what the Lord called them, man. Robbers. It says, make a chain, for the land is full of bloody crimes. They doing God. I'm telling y'all have no idea what these freaks are doing there. They molesting children. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Don't you know they rabbis give oral circumcisions? Look it up, man. Yes. And these people call themselves the people of God. Blasphemy. But what's going on now? You feel bad for? No, forget. Like I said, Israel. All praise to y'all by Shem Shah for what's going on over there. And these God, Lord's will, he turn the heat up. Turn that heat up. Turn it up. We tired of those people, man. It says, make a chain, for the land is full of bloody crimes, and the city is full of violence. Yes, it is. You know what they do to Jake over there, man? Okay. Wherefore I will bring the worst of the heathen. The Lord said he gonna bring the what? The worst of the heathen, and they shall possess their houses. And I will also make the pomp of the strong to cease, and their holy place shall be defiled. You see that? You can't even make this up. You can't make it up, man. So who defiling it? The worst of the heathen. Who is the worst of the heathen? Those people over there, man. You can't make this stuff up, man. You can't make it up. So are we supposed to feel bad for what's going on? We sad, we crying. No, we don't care, man. We don't care. All praise to the Most High God, man. That's how we get down. All praise to the Most High God. Now I'm going to show you who they are, and I'm going to show you why we don't care and what they did too. So we're going to get a little bit of history. I'm going to try to make it a little fast too. Let's go to Genesis and show who they are, because people are going to be like, how you know that's the so-called people that they say they are? We're going to make it plain upon tables. This is the book of Genesis 25 and 21. Y'all know this is the birth of Jacob and Esau. We already talked about this before, but we're going to go into it again so you can understand it. And Isaac entreated the this is Genesis 25 and 21. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren, and the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah, his wife, conceived. So he went to go talk to the Lord. Hey, my wife barren, what can we do? And the children struggled together within her. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord. So she's struggling. She said, this will be a blessing. Wow, I got a lot of stuff going on. And the Lord said unto her, two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. Twins. Two nations, two different people that shall be separated. And the first child came out red all over like a hairy garment. And they called his name Esau. So Esau came out red all over like a hairy garment. And after that came his brother out, and his hands took hold of Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she buried them. So Jacob, no color. They ain't even tell you what he looked like because Jacob, like everybody else. But Esau was red all over. Why they say red all over? Because his blood was showing through his skin. And what people on earth blood show through their skin? So-called white people. So you know Esau is the so-called what? White man. All right. So we made that plain upon tables, right? So what does that have to do with the people over there? Because that's who's over there, right? The so-called white man. And I'm about to keep it 100 with y'all. And from different tribes of the white man, because you know, just like 12 tribes of Jacob, you got the 12, we ain't got 12 tribes of Esau, but Esau got his different children. So you got some people like Jacob, you got some people that from Jacob, they black, you got Hispanic, you got Native American. So you got different, you got Germany, you got Russian, they all still the white man. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I'm telling you. They are still all the white man. So those people over there, the so-called Jewish man, he is what you consider the white man, Amalek. And we're going to show you that according to the Bible. We're going to show you that according to the Bible. Let's go to the book of Genesis, chapter 36. Get a little history, Israel. Show you why we don't care what's going on, because the so-called white man has always hated our guts. And we're going to show you what he got going on over there, they did to us as well. Just got to give you history. This is Genesis chapter 36. I'm going to start at 1. Now, these are the generations of Esau, who was Edom. Now, we read Genesis 25, who Esau come from. And Esau is who? Edom. The Edomites. Let's jump to verse 8. And it says, thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom. Plain upon tables, right, Israel? All of it's making sense. And these are the generations of Esau, the father of the Edomites, in Mount Seir. So it's going to explain to who he is and his children. These are the names of Esau's sons. Eliphaz, the son of Adah, the wife of Esau. Rahael, the son of Bashmath, the wife of Esau. So we're seeing his son, Eliphaz, right? Verse 11. The sons of Eliphaz were Teman, Omar, Zophah, Gatam, and Kenaz. All right? That's the son of Eliphaz. Now look, verse 12 is the point. And Timah was concubine to Eliphaz, Esau's son, and she bare to Eliphaz Amalek. So there go Amalek. Amalek. Amalek, these were the sons of Adah, Esau's wife. So Amalek is the son of Eliphaz. It's the son of Esau. We start to know who these people are now. So we know Esau is the father of who? The Edomites, the so-called white people. So-called because they're not white. Nobody on earth is white. You know what I'm saying? They got a different type of tan. You know what I'm saying? Just like we ain't black. My beard is black. Skin is brown. You see what I'm saying? So this bywords they gave people so you wouldn't know who you really are. So we just breaking it down. So you see who Amalek comes from, right? Comes from Esau, the so-called white man. But it's gonna make sense. I'm just showing you why we don't care. You got to get this history so you can understand why we don't give a damn what's going on over there. Lord's will, He turned that fire up. You know what I mean? We want to see that fire. But all praise to the Most High that He's doing what He's doing. So let's continue from there. Let's go to the book of Esther. Now I can go many other places, but I want to prove something, Israel. I gotta go to the book of Esther because I want to show you something. I gotta show you something because this is the worst thing that ever happened to. Who cares? Who gives a damn? This is the book of Esther, chapter 3 and verse 1. Ooh, let's get ready, Israel. It says, after these things, the king Ahasuerus promoted Haman, the son of Hammedatha, the Agagite, and advanced him and set his seat above all the princes that were with him. So now we got this man named Haman. His father, Hammedatha, and he was the son of Agagite. Now we got to get some of this history, man. We got to know who these people are. So I'm going to show you something. Like I told y'all before, this is the Bible Compact Dictionary. Always keep your tools with you, you know what I'm saying? Let's go to page, I think it's 26. I'm going to show you too. But then we're going to go to the Bible. We're going to see, like, why does it matter, Josh? What does it have to do with anything? Well, I'm going to show you. So it says, after these things, did King Ahasuerus promote Haman, the son of Hammedatha, the Agagite. The Agagite. Remember that name, Agagite. This is the Bible dictionary, and we're going to go to, where we at? Thought I had it right here. Here we go, page 24. It says, Aga, meaning violent. Whoa! This word means violent. We're going to find out how violent they are. An important king of Amalek. Whoa, wait a minute. They said this is a important king of Amalek. Really? So Haman is related to Amalek? We're going to make it make sense, Israel. Just follow along with me. Follow along with me. Now remember, we read at the very beginning that a man reaped what he sowed, right? That name means violent. So you reap violence, you get what? Violence. You live by the sword, you die by the... It makes sense now. We're going to see if these people are getting, what they need to get. I'm just saying, that's what it says. Let's go to the book. We're gonna go back to Esther, but let's go to the book. 1 Samuel. You gotta know your history when it comes to this Bible. 1 Samuel 15. And we're gonna start at verse 1. 1 Samuel 15 and 1. Samuel also said unto Saul, the Lord sent me to anoint thee to be king over his people, over Israel. His people, Israel. Can't make the stuff up. It says, now therefore hearken thou unto the voice of the word of the Lord. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, I remember that which Amalek did to Israel, how he laid wait for him in the way when he came up from Egypt. So Lord told Samuel to tell Saul, hey, you remember what Amalek did to Israel when he was coming out of Egypt? A lot of people don't know because nobody reads their Bible. They came after them and attacked the weak and the feeble. Can I show y'all? But I'm about to finish reading this and I'm going to show y'all. It says, now go and smite Amalek and utterly destroy all that they have and spare them not, but slay both man and woman. And look at this, infant and suckling, ox and sheep and camel and ass. So this is the Lord telling Samuel to tell Saul, kill them all. Because what did they do to the children of Israel? You're like, Josh, that's harsh. But the Bible said it. What did these people do to the children of Israel? Let's go to it, man. Yeah, you got to go to it. You got to deal with the Bible, man. A lot of people don't want to deal with the Bible because nobody read the Bible. This is the book of Deuteronomy. Nobody read the Bible. 25, and we'll start at I get the other count too, but I'm gonna get 1 and 25 first. 25 and 17. It says, remember what Amalek did unto thee by the way when ye were come forth out of Egypt, how he met thee by the way and smote the headmost of thee, even all that were feeble behind thee, when thou wast faint and weary, and he feared not God. So he slayed all the people that was tired and feeble. But do we forgive that? Oh, we got to forgive those people. No, hey, nah, because he told Saul, kill them all. Because what did they do to us? What did they do to us? It says, therefore it shall be when the Lord thy God have given thee rest from all thy enemies round about in the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee for an inheritance to possess it, that thou shalt blot out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven, that thou shalt not forget. So God said, hey, don't forget that thing, man. We're going to blot out their remembrance forever. Because what did they do to us? You can't make this up. And all of this is biblical, but people want to get mad at me for saying we're not throwing up prayers for that. We throwing prayers for God, destroy everything over there, man. That's what we throwing up, man. That's what we throwing up now. Because what about us? What about us? Nobody cares. Not even our own people care. We tell people that we the Israelites, we God's chosen people. They say, whatever, nigga. And that's how that's the energy they give us. But no, they all sad. People protesting in New York, like we're for Israeli, we for Hamas, we're for Iraq. Who cares? Lord's will, he destroy all of them. And I can show you the Bible verse too, because I'm going to. Let's go to the book of Exodus. Then we're gonna go back to Esther. Exodus 17, I believe. Exodus 17. You gotta just deal with it, Israel. 17 and verse 8. Then, Then, this is Exodus 17 and 8. Then came Amalek and fought with Israel in Rephaim. And Moses said unto Joshua, choose us out men and go fight with Amalek tomorrow. I will stand on the top of the hill with the rod of God in my hand. So Joshua did as Moses had said to him and fought with Amalek. And Moses and Aaron and Hur went up to the top of the hill. And it came to pass when Moses held up his hand that Israel prevailed. And when he let down his hand, Amalek prevailed. But Moses' hand were heavy. So his hands started getting tired. And they took a stone and put it under him, and he sat thereon, and Aaron and Hur stayed up his hands, the one on the one side and the other on the other side. And his hands were steady until the going down of the sun. And Joshua discomfited Amalek and his people with the edge of the sword. And the Lord said unto Moses, write this for a memorial in a book and rehearse it in the ears of Joshua. For I will utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven. And Moses built an altar and called the name of it Jehovah Nissi. For he said, because the Lord has sworn that the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. So remember what Amalek did to us, man. They came to want to fight us. Slay the feeble, the weak. But we love these people. We want to throw prayers up for them. No, we're not. No, we ain't. I ain't. I ain't. Let's go back to Samuel right quick and get the one more precept in that. This is Samuel 15. So we see who they are. This Samuel 15, and we're going to start at verse 32. It says, then said Samuel, bring ye hither to me Agag, the king of the Amalekites. And Agag came unto him delicately, and Agag said, surely the bitterness of death is past. And then guess what Samuel did to him? Let's read it. And Samuel said, as thy sword hath made women Children, look at this. This is how you know he getting what deserved to him. And Samuel said, as thy sword, his sword, Agagite sword, had made women childless, so shall thy mother be childless among women. And Samuel hewn Agag in pieces before the Lord in Gilgal. He cut him in pieces, man. Because what did he do? His name means violent. He was killing the children of Israel, so we got to be okay with that. No, we don't care. All praise to the Most High, what's going on over there. Know your history, Israel, before you want to judge. Hey, Josh, I can't believe you said that. I can't believe that you ain't said it yet. Who cares about what's going over there, man? All praises. We paying attention. We watching. We got to watch. We want things to heat up and escalate. We want everything to go wild, man. But I know why you don't want it to, because you love your captivity. You love this place. A lot of people love their captivity. They love this. They found rest in Babylon the Great. We hate this place. Let's go back to Esther, Israel. Tell me that's not some good history you just learned. You just learned something that you didn't even know. That, hold on. Amalek comes from Esau. Haman, we still got to figure out what Haman did. But Haman is related to Agag. And his family, Amalek, were the people that killed the Israelites in the wilderness. You learn in history today. You learning something today. And you read that the first precept we came out with was what? For God is not deceived. So what a man reapeth, he shall sow. Let's go back to Esther. You learning something, man. This is some cool stuff, man. I like doing this, man. Y'all have no idea. This stuff really makes me happy when I get to read the Bible and just bring out a topic like this. And I might read the whole thing of Esther so you can see what's going on. This is the book of Esther, chapter 3 and 1. After these things did King Ahasuerus promote Haman, the son of Hammedatha, the Agagite, and advance him and set his seat above all the princes that were with him. So now this white man got power. So-called white man got power. What you think he gonna do with that power? We already know. It says, and all the king's servants that were in the king's gate bowed and reverenced Haman, for the king had commanded concerning him. But Mordecai bowed not, nor did reverence him. Now Mordecai ain't bowing or reverencing him. Now you'll be like, why would, first and foremost, Mordecai, he was an Israelite from the tribe of Benjamin. From the tribe of Benjamin. This is, do I want to go, this is the book of Esther 2 and verse 5. Now in Shushan, the palace, there was a certain Jew whose name was Mordecai, the son of Jar, the son of Shemi, the son of Kish, a Benjamite. And if you want to know who the son of Kish is, that is talking about King Saul. That's King Saul's father. So he's a direct descendant. So you can look at all this right here saying, oh my God, this guy, there's so many parallels to this when you think about it. When you think about it, it's parallels now. Like, hold on now. King Saul was supposed to kill the Amalekites. Now it comes back then. It makes so much sense when you think about it now. It's just some beautiful stuff, man. Some beautiful stuff. Parallels, man. When you read the Bible. Let's go back to Esther 3 and verse 2. And all the king's servants that were in the king's gate bowed and reverenced Haman, for the king had so commanded concerning him. But Mordecai bowed not, nor did reverence him. Now you'll be like, why he just couldn't bow and reverence him? I think that's in, I might just come back to that. I wasn't planning on going to it, but I think that's in the editions of Esther, and it says why he didn't. I gotta find it. Israel. If not, I'll just come back to it later. I don't know what chapter it is in, but we'll find it. Lord's will. We'll come back to it. We'll whatever, but we just want to get the understanding. Hold on. Bear with me, Israel, for one moment. so I can try to find this precept, because it's a beautiful precept. It shows you why he didn't. Where is that? This is the dishes of Esther. I guess it'll be chapter 13, and we'll start at I start at 8 to give you the point. It says, Then Mordecai thought upon all the works of the Lord and made his prayer unto him, saying, O Lord, Lord, the King Almighty, for the whole world is in thy power. And if thou hast appointed to save Israel, who is going to be saved? Israel. Only Israel is going to be saved. There is no man that can gainsay thee. But there's no man can gainsay that. So the Lord is going to save Israel, and there's nothing nobody can gainsay to change that. It says, well, I'm at verse 10. For thou hast made heaven and earth and all the wondrous things under heaven. Thou art the Lord of all things, and there is no man that can resist thee, which art the Lord. Thou knowest all things, and thou knowest, Lord, that it is neither in contempt nor pride, nor for any desire of glory, that I did not bow down to proud Haman. For I could have been content with good will for the salvation of Israel, to kiss the soles of his feet. Here's the point. But I did this, that I might not prefer the glory of man above the glory of God. Neither will I worship any but thee, O God. Neither will I do it in pride. So he said, I ain't bowing down to nobody but the Lord, man. And, hey, all praises. We ain't bowing down to nobody but Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And that should be y'all Israelites' mindset too, man. Let's get it. Let's go back to Esther chapter 3 and 2 again. We're just gonna read on through. And all the king's servants that were in the king's gate bowed and reverenced Haman, for the king had so commanded concerning him. But Mordecai bowed not, nor dared him reverence. See, I ain't doing that to nobody. All these Negroes, all these other people can bow, but I ain't bowing. All praise, because hey, we Jews, we ain't bowing nobody but Yahweh Shem Shai. It says, Then the king's servants which were in the king's gate said unto Mordecai, Why transgress thou the king's commandment? Now it came to pass when they spake daily unto him, peer pressure, trying to say, hey man, bow down to him. And he hearkened not unto them, that they told Haman to see whether Mordecai matters would stand. For he had told them that he was a Jew. I ain't bowing to nobody but Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And when Haman saw that Mordecai bowed not, nor did him reverence, then was Haman full of wrath. Now this devil's mad. Like, why you ain't bowing to me? Because we don't want to. We're going to keep God's commandments and worship him. You see that? They got mad. They got mad. So you're going to see why we don't care. Because I'm going to show you something. But Josh, you still ain't safe, because the children over there get slaughtered. The women get kidnapped. The men are being blown to smithereens. Hey, wait. We're going to keep reading. Because ain't he's a descendant of those people over there? Let's see what their mindset is. We're going to show you something, man. You're just going to see. Only reason I'm reading all this because I want you to see it. Because if I told you to read it, you wouldn't read it. So I'm going to read it so you can just go along and hear it. Like, dang, I ain't know that. Verse 5 again. And when Haman saw that Mordecai bowed not, nor did him reverence, then was Haman full of wrath. And he thought scorn to lay hands on Mordecai alone, for they had showed him the people of Mordecai. Wherefore Haman sought to destroy all the Jews that were throughout the whole kingdom of Assuerus, even the people of Mordecai. He said, I'm going to kill all y'all. Wait a minute. Because he didn't bow? You want to kill all of us? Keep reading. In the first month, that is the month Nisan, in the 12th year of King Assuerus, they cast Purim, that is the lot, before Haman from day to day and from month to month to the 12th month, that is the month of Adar. And it says, And Haman said unto King Assuerus, there is a certain people scattered abroad and dispersed among the people in all the providence of the kingdom. And their laws are diverse from all people. Didn't we read that in Wisdom of Solomon? How we are different from other people. We are supposed to uh 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 what is that in Wisdom of Solomon too? We're supposed to correct them because our ways are different. Everybody know that, and they get mad that we keep God's commandments. They get mad at that, man. They hate it. Look at that. It says, this, I'm going to read that again. And Haman said unto the king of Cyrus, there is a certain people scattered abroad and dispersed among the people in all the providence of the kingdom. And their laws are diverse from all people. Neither keep they the king's laws. Therefore, it is not for the king's profit to suffer them. You don't need to keep them here. Let's kill them all. If it please the king, let it be written that they may be destroyed and all. Look at this. And I will pay 10,000 talents of silver to the hands of those that have the charge of the business to bring it into the king's treasury. And the king took his ring from his hand and gave it unto Haman, the son of Hammedatha, the Agagite, the Jews' enemy. What is Haman? The Jews' enemy. You can't make this up. I want you to highlight that. I want you to underline that. Because what are they? The Jews' enemies. They are our enemies. You can read that in Psalms 83. Amalek, they are our enemies. They're not your friends. They don't love you. They hate you. They hate your guts. But you love them. You want to say a prayer for them. You want to. Y'all going off. The Jews' enemy. And the king said unto Haman, the silver is given to thee, the people also to do with them as it seemeth good to thee. Then were the king's scribes called on the 13th day of the first month, and there was written according to all that Haman had commanded unto the king's lieutenant and to the governor that were over every province, to the rulers of every people of every province, according to the writings thereof, to every people after the language and the name of the king Cyrus was written and sealed with the king's ring. And the letter were sent by post into all the king's province to do what? To destroy, to kill, and to cause to perish all Jews. Look, both young and old, little children and women, in one day, even upon the 13th day of the 12th month, which is the month of Adar, to take the spoils of them for a prey. You can't make this stuff up. But we supposed to feel sad that their women, their children, their men are getting blown to smithereens. We don't care because they want to kill us as well. See, don't it make sense now, Israel? You see that? It came back. It came back because we realized who is over there, the so-called Amalek, the so-called Jews. And when you find out that they're the Jews, the Amalek, you found the history of who Amalek was or who he is. The same people that tried to destroy us, kill us, murder us, slaughter us. And you want to say prayers for these people? You want to say prayers for these people? That's what you want to do? All right. That's what you want to say prayers for these people? Okay. 2 more Bible verses. This is 2 Thessalonians. Yeah, Israel. I ain't want to do it to y'all like that, but I got to. This is 2 Thessalonians 1 and verse 6. Seeing it is a righteous thing with God to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. So it's a beautiful thing. It's a righteous thing to throw up prayers to those who trouble us, man. And I'm talking about those wicked other nations. Going to Sirach. Let's go to Sirach in the Apocrypha, chapter 25, in verse 7. This is a beautiful thing. There be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. And all praises to the Most High for that. So Israel, we're not throwing prayers up to have them people safe. We're throwing prayers up for God to destroy the rest of them. So I'm glad you could join your brother today with another beautiful topic. I pray that you learn something new, and what you learn you apply to your everyday life, Israel. Pray that you stand strong. Keep the commandments in the faith to the best of your ability. Try your best, Israel, to offend less. And Israel, until next time, Shalom.
But wait, there's more.
I know you thought it was over, but I got one question for you, Israel. If those are God's chosen people, or if those are the people of the Bible, can you explain this Bible verse for me? Isaiah chapter 2 and verse 1. The word that Isaiah, the son of Amos, saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem. And it shall come to pass in the last days, it's a future prophecy, that the mountain of the Lord house shall be established in the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it. Is that happening in Israel? You see a people migrating, every people migrating over there to learn what they teaching? No, you don't. Do you see CNN, Fox, all these news channels saying, "Oh my gosh, we have the Moabites, the Ammonites, the Ishmaelites coming over to keep the Passover"? You don't see that. You don't see that. Verse 3, and many people shall go and say, "Come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the God of Jacob. And he will teach us his ways, and we will walk in his path. For out of Zion shall go forth the law, and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem." Do you see that? No, you don't, because we're not in rulership yet. But in time, Israel, here's the point. Here's the point. Verse 4. And he shall judge among the nations, and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war any more. If those are the chosen people of God, why is there a war going on there? Shalom.